Whew. Tomorrow, to prevent myself from getting very tired, I'm gonna have myself a small bit of G Fuel as well. Usually I don't, because I go running the next morning, and G Fuel does keep me awake a little bit too strong. But if I will prepare just a small bit tomorrow, just enough to keep myself awake for the reading itself, and then go to bed immediately afterwards. Alrighty then, top secret documents. Sorry. Anomalous. Safe. SCP-1796 is to be held within a standard containment locker located in the basement of floor of Site 77, 77 Safe SCP wing. No personnel who have author containment documentation are to interact with SCP-1796, and anyone with level 3 clearance or above is forbidden from accessing SCP-1796 at all. Okay, so you cannot be a top ranked officer in this case. All documents produced by SCP-1796 are to be stored in Site 77's anomalous media archive. Testing with SCP-1796 is currently restricted pending a review of Site 77's archives. And here we have a picture saying SCP-1796 during initial containment. Sensitive documentation has been expunged. SCP-1796 is a manila envelope created sometime between 1973 and 1978 by the company. The words "to Richard" have been written on the back of SCP-1796 in red ink, with the address covered using black ink. When a subject comes into contact with SCP-1796, a document will be transported into it. The document will contain content the subject wishes to suppress knowledge of, such as classified documents, personal communication, and information the subject will be punished for owning or revealing. That's why you cannot be in the high level, because you will know a lot more SCPs that other people should not know about. Even your colleagues should not know about. So that shit will just appear in the. If the subject removes the document, a different one will appear in its place. This process can continue indefinitely until the subject ceases contacting SCP-1796, at which point any document contained within it will be returned to where it originated. Oh, so yeah, if you have documents hidden away as well, so that just appears in it. Ooh. Apart from this, E-1765 displays no anomalous properties. When SCP-1796 is used continuously, it will begin altering the documents sent through it. Oh shit. This new information will usually be unrelated to the original document, instead relating to topics the subject is secretive about. In addition, subjects will complain of headaches and memory loss when documents of this nature are retrieved from SCP-1796. Dr. Boyd, Personal Journal. By the way, this is our documentation of SCP-1796 effects. Here we go. Notes. Dr. Boyd Personal Journal containing information regarding his time working with SCP. Information deemed not to be a breach of security protocol. Dr. Musgrove, object redacted. Containing additional documentation of SCP's effect. Dr. Musgrove has been verbally briefed on SCP's effect directly before initial testing. D8976 personnel letters belonging to D8976. Letters to T8976 have been involved in several bank robberies in the city of. However, several passages within the letter appear to be from her mother, describing how they used to play Monopoly together. No. D8198, a novel. Note that this has been banned in D8198's home country. Content identical to print copy for the first 106 pages. Starting at page 107, the plot begins to reference the protagonist being extremely late to an appointment, eventually becoming incoherent tribes on the nature of watches and timepieces in general. D0987, a manual direction, the operation and detonation of improvised explosive. Document includes the usage of SCP in improvised weaponry. The effects claimed to be exhibited by SCP appears to have resulted from speculation on the 0987's part. A lonesome boy. SCP-1796 documentation. I don't know how to raise them anymore, but the testing must continue until morale improves. What the fuck? SCP-179 was contained after being discovered and documented by the Unusual Incident Unit. I assume we don't have to read this. Yeah, we don't. Good. Prior to containment by the Foundation, UIU operators had discovered the nature of SCP-1796 effect, which was documented during SCP-1796 containment operation. Foundation operators have found the UIU's documentation of E-1765 to be inaccurate and have archived it in Site 77, has been classified as an anomalous object. I understand now why it's called E-1765, because it did say like it will change like a document's original writing, right? So they must have written a document about this SCP, and then the original document got changed into saying E-1765 instead of SCP-1796. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why it gets crossed out, because it's not usually when something's getting crossed out, it means like that, like it's like, oh, it got updated, like it's not true anymore. But in this case, it got crossed out because the SCP itself changed it. and then the Foundation had to like check the documents and be like, fucking hell. Information collected by the UIU has been determined accurate and is currently being used in its containment. Access original UIU document. Okay, here we go. Nice. UIU file 98701, manila envelope with markings on back. Summary: missing, presumed stolen. Object discovered on 1976 during routine anti-espionage measures taken at the Turkish embassy. Agent Ekblad reported that the manila envelope had been left on a bench outside the offices. When investigated, Agent Ekblad discovered classified documents she had authored. Suspecting espionage, the folder was confiscated and agents were sent to investigate. When it was returned to UIU office, other agents utilized it and discovered it would pull any classified documents they had authored. Locked in safe, currently awaiting review for testing, Agent Boyd had been assigned to work with it. Currently being kept filed with other documents in the safe to avoid theft, effect has the potential to be used during espionage operations against the KGB terror organization, the Red Acting Group, and to act as internal counter-espionage measures. Usage is only permitted to agents on field work with approval from an administrator. She always said one day she'd get to work with the big objects. Sarah, please don't do this. I've done too much for this and to end now. Please don't walk out. Some things just need time. Sarah, don't leave. I think I fixed up the document. There wasn't as much change as they made it out to be, just some stuff in Ekblad's files and work log. Luckily for us, she was the only one who used it. So about the envelope, it's a lot more dangerous than it looks. It kind of fools you because it just looks so innocuous. Innocuous? How do you say this? Let me see here. Innocuous. You see, that's something that's hardly even weird and think it might even kind of useful. Don't get complacent with it. You don't want to have anything to do with utilizing this thing. If you let your guard down for a second, it will break into your brain and pull everything out. The best way I found to avoid it was just not to touch it. Touching it gives the thing a gateway to your skull, and that's the last place you want any prying eyes. If you have to touch it, don't look inside. Don't even open it. Whatever is in there will go away when you drop it, and that will be the end of that. Or if you feel like it's reading your mind, it's probably had you for ages. good luck. I hope you do better than we did. Ooh, cool. I do like that the idea that like oh, we could use this to figure out like espionage, right? Like to figure out our enemy's next move, because all the documents they've written down can be pulled out from this envelope. But yeah, it's not really useful if it also changes the information itself as well. Because then like you don't know which part is true and which part isn't true. No, I wanna be part of the. Okay, I hope I get there in time. Oh, I see you. Thank you, Hab, for attacking Win1 in Discord. But I think at the end, like, maybe Win1 is just busy. Maybe something's up in their life and they just can't join today. If they join tomorrow, I don't think we need to ask. I'll just say like, yeah, we missed you yesterday, but I hope you're doing okay. And if they want to explain if they want to talk about it, then that's fine. But I'm not going to ask. It's like, why weren't you here? Because that feels odd.